February 11th, and it's Monday and time for another update. And today, as you can see, I have someone here with me. This is my good friend Nancy Joy.
Hi.
And she wrote the book, The Wounded Heart, and it's a wonderful book, and I hope you all go and get your own copy of it. Don't share.
Nice
get your
plug,
own copy.
Huh?
Anyway, she's down and she's learning to do some computer things with me, so I'm helping her out with that, and we're just chatting. We don't get together very often, but when we do, we like to make the most of it. Yeah.
We do, and
yeah.
we do.
Yeah, we do. So we've been talking about, oh, we should do this video message together and trying to come up with a topic. And so we've been, knocking around a few things, and so we came up with one today because it was a big issue for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
And so the title of our topic today is "Accepting Your Role Allows the Money to Flow." Because each one of us noticed that as we struggle to accept the role that we have chosen for ourselves, our mission in this lifetime, that we tend to have a lot more financial challenges than if we can just accept it. But it's always like the grass is always greener. I always want her role, and she wants my role.
So throughout our whole opposites do attract.
Yeah, and with just 4 years to 2012, if we keep getting caught up in this resistance, we're just going to make it more difficult for ourselves. And many of us already know, many of you already know what your role is, but maybe you're kind of like going through what we're going through, which is accepting our role in its entirety and not looking to the other side thinking, why can't it be this, why can't it be that? Because every time you resist.
Better your way.
Yeah.
Why can't I have what you
have?
have?
Because every time you resist, you create a block. And when you block, then the money stops flowing, and a lot of other things stop flowing in your life, and all of a sudden you find yourself, trapped in this little box, in this little corner, and you go, how in the heck did I ever get there?
Yeah.
So we were going to use our examples. So we're going to define our roles for you as we see them and how we keep wanting each other's role.
Right. And
right?
That's good, yeah.
All right, so you go first. Your role is?
Okay. I'm a space holder. I'm a grid worker. I do templates much the same as Jelaila, but different than Jelaila, who acts out each thing to bring the grid into place. I hold the space so it can happen. I hold spaces for groups, for people such as Jelaila. I hold space for my clients that come into groups and the emotional work I do. I hold space, but I don't ever get out there and get to speak to large groups and get the recognition and the whatever I think that my ego thinks that I should have. I've always felt that's missing in me.
Yeah, and even you have this great house, the El Shaddai, the retreat center, on 40 acres, and she has horses, and oh my God, it's so gorgeous up there in Iowa to hold a workshop there.
Tough life, huh?
But I haven't been happy. It's like walking into paradise,
It is, but I haven't been happy because I felt something's missing in me.
Yeah.
I know we all have this. We look at our friend or our teacher, it's missing in me.
And see, I always wanted her life. I wanted to be able to have her, just a place like that. That's like, because I'm a Capricorn. I like to nest, and I'd rather people come to me. I would rather be the person who basks in the reflected light of somebody else who's going out there and really stirring things up and getting known and bringing a new body of information, rather than the one who creates a space for people to learn about that information and allows that speaker to come in and teach it in their environment. I mean, God, how nice that would be to not have to go through all the struggle and take all the hits. And there's always a lot of hits that you take whenever you bring something new that kind of shakes people up and shakes up their belief systems, which is what we have to do. We have to shift a lot of our belief systems to more integrated ones to be able to get where we want to be, when we cross the galactic equator in 2012. So I want her life, and she wants my life.
Yeah,
right?
Well, in a sense, those parts of it.
Yeah.
Those parts of it. It's definitely true. It's like the grass is always greener. With
On
the
the
horses,
other side.
they have a whole beautiful pasture and their necks
Yeah.
over the fence. It's nature. It's human nature, but it isn't. It's what we're stuck in, our belief system.
So we were talking about what does it take to get past that. Well, a lot of times it just takes talking about it with somebody who can truly understand what you're going through, and it helps you get to a place of acceptance. Because like we were talking this morning, it would be cool to do the speaker thing, but I said, but you have to take a lot of shit from people. You know, a lot of negative emails, a lot of nastiness being written about you, crazy crap that, you know, you put up with when you get out there and you do something like this. Yeah. And you will lose your anonymity. And see, anonymity is a huge thing for me. I'd rather just have the money rather than, honestly, I'd rather have the money and keep my anonymity. Can you imagine being like Oprah or someone like that, where you can't go out in public anymore and have a cup of coffee without having 12 bodyguards around you to keep people away from you so you can just enjoy your coffee? Yeah. You can't keep your windows open in your house because there's people out there taking pictures through your windows. Yeah. You know, so you really live in a prison when you get to that level. And I've never wanted that kind of fame. I just wanted the money. You know, that came, honestly, Capricorn, I just want the money. So so to have her life and have all those other people go out there, all the teachers go out there and, you know, they get the fame, but they also get the downside of fame. But then they can bring those people to her, use her facility, and she just gets to, you know, to rake in the 25%. That's great. And deal with her horses and take her walks in the woods on her 40 acres. I mean, that's great. So what we learned today was that as we get to acceptance, we release the block and the money does begin to flow. Mm-hmm. And that's what it's all about. And we don't have a lot of time to keep dilly-dallying around and pissing and moaning about our roles. If you know your role, deal with it. Get a hold of somebody who can help you. Just talk about it until you can get to a place of acceptance, because out of the acceptance comes, you know, the peace, the happiness. Mm-hmm. And out of that then comes the excitement and the joy, and things really start to open. And you have to have that joy, that masculine side, for the universe to like open up the doors of opportunity for your next steps. So that's kind of where we are. Hope this helps you.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. And you know, if you don't know your role, you're probably doing it right now, but you don't accept it.
Yeah, because you don't know it. I know how to do that.
So I want this, you know. And I bet what you're doing 4 years out from 2012 is your role. Think about that.
Yeah, you're already in it, baby. Or you're seriously in training for doing it.
It's happening right now. You just don't. You're in resistance and you don't see it. Yeah. So, lot to think about.
So you have a great day. Yeah. And we'll see you next week. Nancy has her little reflections thing that she does. She gets on Monday morning. You go to heartlights.net and join her mailing list. And of course, I will talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.